Hey guys, it's Coco Tarot back again with another message. We're just going to get right into it and see what you guys need to know right now. I was picking up on a few energies while shuffling. I kept hearing that song Commitment Issues by Central C, and it was that line that says, I don't believe in love, but that doesn't mean I don't take you seriously. So for some of you guys, you're dealing with someone who kind of like that agree to disagree energy. They don't really agree with something that you said or a lifestyle that you have, but they still have a lot of respect for you. So you could be dealing with someone who has commitment issues. They could be trying to change that for you. I was also picking up on an energy of desire, okay? And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but desire is it comes from the same part of your brain as your survival instincts, so your need for water and food and things like that. So desire is a very primal thing. And I feel as if some of you guys with that sexual energy that has been popping up lately, you are being shown or feeling a lot of desire. You could be longing for something, or it's almost like the divine or God is showing you something through your desires, through this primal desire that you have for something. Okay, so we're going to get into it and see what else you guys need to know. That probably won't resonate with all of you, but can we get 3 cards for the collective, please? 3 cards. What is the collective energy right now? What do they need to know? What does the collective need to know? Thank you so much. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse. Nope. Too many. Okay, the Knight of Wands in reverse. That flipped right out. Clarify this. The Queen of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm definitely seeing, like I said, commitment issues. Or maybe some of you guys are worried about trusting someone. Oh, that flew out. Wow. The High Priestess literally flew out off camera in secret. So there are something hidden here. Okay, maybe it's those desires I was talking about. Some of you guys have hidden desires, and spiritually you've been feeling those heavily right now. But what I'm also seeing this as, there's definitely someone here who has a spiritual inkling, that feminine intuition, that someone might be cheating on them, or that someone might be, I don't want to say cheating because that is very, I don't know. But they could have an inkling that someone is being unfaithful with this Knight of Wands energy in reverse. This could be you. This could be someone you're dealing with. You could be a cross watcher. But I'm feeling if you are this Queen of Cups in reverse energy, you're spiritually on to something. So for some of you guys, you think someone is being dishonorable. But for others of you guys, I don't know how else to say this other than it could feel like the divine is teasing you or torturing you with some kind of inner desire or some kind of, it could feel that way. That's not what I'm saying that the divine is doing. It just could feel that way. Like you're being tortured by some kind of desire. The pomegranates here too can symbolize like pregnancy and birth to me, or like fruitfulness. So for some of you guys, you're being taunted by your own desires. It's like this fruit dangling in front of you where you're like, well, where is this even coming from? I'm seeing like a fog. Some of you guys could just be at work, or you could be doing something that isn't inherently sexual at all. And you just feel this surge of like arousal or sexual energy. For others of you, this is creative. Okay, so you're getting a lot of creative spouts, but from a darker place. I'm hearing a darker sensuality. Clarify this Knight of Wands in reverse. The card sounded really loud when I just did that, so this desire is really loud. Look at that. Clarified by the Page of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh. Wow. There's a lot of things that don't make sense to you right now, especially when it comes to what you're longing for. Or maybe some of you guys have spent the past few years really on track with what you want in reality, and all of a sudden these feelings or these images start just playing out in your head. I'm clearly seeing two stories here. So if you are on the side of the collective that is resonating with having an inkling that someone might be dishonest with you or cheating on you or entertaining somebody else, this Knight of Wands and Page of Wands energy to me is someone who is a huge flirt. You could be a huge flirt or you could be dealing with a huge flirt. It's someone that just flirts for fun. So even if they aren't physically cheating, this could be someone who emotionally cheats or just likes to text and, play around. And this could be hurting your feelings because you're like, even though it's just a text message, that's still, you know what I mean, this flighty energy. Someone here could have caught someone with pictures in their phone. I just feel like this high priestess is a collective energy right now of things being revealed in a very spiritual sense. Okay, so there could be information being revealed, but not like in the paper or on your phone or word of mouth. It's like spiritually, intuition wise. Like things are being revealed to you in ways that don't often have words or you can't even describe, but you know that it's real because you feel it. Okay, that's what I mean with you feeling like the divine is playing with you or something. It's like, okay, you're showing me all of this, but I don't even know how to. I don't know. I just feel like you guys are you're teetering on something, or you could be like on the cusp of something, caught between two things. There's just so much hidden here. I'm hearing that Joji song, Glimpse of Us. Someone here is trying to be very disciplined with how they deal with their emotions, with how they deal with their situation. For some of you guys, it could be with how you deal with a love. But at the same time, there's this energy of desire because there's an unsatisfaction with a result. So for some of you guys, I don't know how else to say this, but you're doing the thing, but it feels like it's not the right fit, even though that's the thing you've always wanted. Or it's something that has depth, that has, I'm getting that Joji song again. You guys have to listen to that. It's in the description. It's like you have something good, but it's still not in line with some kind of desire. And it's leaving you in your head, or it's making you feel like you have a lack of discipline, or maybe that's why I got those commitment issues, because you do want to commit to something, but it's like suddenly your soul wants to commit to something else. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Whatever your heart is telling you, I feel the need to say is the truth. Your heart is desiring something, and even you don't know what it is, but you can feel it. It's like I said, that spiritual nudge where you're like, what is this? I don't know what it is, but it feels good when I go that way. Maybe you guys are just really confused about your feelings right now. You could be really conflicted about something. If you guys are dealing with someone who has commitment issues, I do see that you want to work on this. They want to work on it too. But like I said, that agree to disagree energy where maybe you have a different lifestyle than this person, or a different race, a different religion. That just, you could be with you could be a fire energy, and this could be another fire energy. I'm seeing like two very opinionated or deep individuals who want to change each other but don't want to change themselves. Does that make sense? Let's get into this. Tell us more about the collective. Okay. Got the Three of Wands in reverse. Can I find the Three of Wands in reverse for the collective? We got Virgo energy. One more. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. We got the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The World card, and then Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo. You could be an Aries or a Virgo. Have that in your chart. But I'm going to read it as an overall energy. Okay. For a lot of you guys, there is a cycle that is closing, or there's something that's ending. Or there could be something that's beginning, because when something begins, that's kind of like an ending. Do you know what I mean? But regardless of the fact, before that window closes, before that world card, I'm seeing like a portal closes, I feel as if there's something that you want to revisit or relook at to see if you can take it with you into the future, into wherever you're going. It's almost like there's something you need to revisit, like going to go see your childhood home before you go somewhere else. I don't know. There's something that you feel like is still lingering, is still there. I'm hearing it still hurts. I am feeling for a few of you guys that you're a very shy individual, or you're someone who maybe doesn't like to talk about their feelings, but you have a lot of feelings and you have a lot of desires. And maybe even in a sexual way, it's hard for you to communicate what kind of desires you want to experience with someone. You're too shy about communicating with that, and then you feel this lack of satisfaction because you didn't get what you want, because you were slow to really express, like, I kind of want to do this, or I kind of want to go this way. Some of you guys, you're it's I'm hearing break the mold. It's time for you to really be forthright with your desires, because you're hurting yourself in the end by suppressing this need for something. Like I said, it's primal. There's something that you feel like you need, okay? And if you don't get it, oh my goodness. God's going to be hearing about it. You know what I mean? I just heard that on Judgment Day, this is so random. I just heard that on Judgment Day, some of you guys would want to ask God why you and somebody didn't get more time together. This could be because if someone passed away, or I don't know, there's just this energy of being conflicted, because you know that you need something, but it's also it's going to take a big leap. Can I try this for the collective? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Ooh, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Ooh, Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. I just keep hearing, this is what I wanted, so why am I not satisfied? Why isn't... Some of you guys, you could have gotten something that you've always wanted, like a dream or a goal, and once you finally had it, you were like, I still feel this loneliness. I still feel empty. I still feel like unsatisfied, but this is something that I've always wanted. So that could be conflicting within itself, because you could have spent years going in one direction, and now suddenly you're like, maybe I want to go west. Maybe I want to go the other way. Some of you guys, you want to move out west. Maybe you want to move to California or something like that. I just heard Oregon. This is what this is. It's what if. This is a what if energy. Look at the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is like, well, what if we were on the other side of that wheel? And I keep getting that song by Joji. It's like, what if this was something else? What if this person was this person in my life instead? Role reversal. Somebody could want to role play. Five of Cups, Ten of Wands. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. The Devil at the bottom of the deck. And the Seven of Swords. Yeah. I'm hearing, what would it be like? Look, the Devil just fell out in reverse. If I finally release this burden. For some of you guys, it's a sexual burden. There's something that you need on like a primal level. I'm hearing caveman, like, I don't know, cave woman. This, I'll put it in this metaphor because I feel like it'll make more sense this way to kind of ground it into a material aspect. This is the feeling of getting the job of your dreams, being like 2 weeks, 2 months into it, and being like, I don't want this damn job. This is not what I wanted. Or, you know what I mean? Like going to college to be a writer, but you could have just written and not have to spend all that money. It has that feeling to it where it's kind of like buyer's remorse. That's what it is. Buyer's remorse. This wasn't what I thought it was. I thought that this was what I wanted, but now I'm kind of like, because suddenly I have this desire for the opposite, or something completely different than what I originally picked. That's what this is, collective. This could be that like grass is greener on the other side type of syndrome. For some of you guys, you're dealing with a third party or you're there a throuple. There could be something going on like that. I'm getting a very specific situation. For some of you guys, someone thinks that you're talking to their significant other, but you're not. But you do have the desire to. And maybe they can feel that energy or something like that. If you're dealing with someone who has commitment issues, you could be hoping that they change for you, or that you could see this potential in this person, that you would have a really good relationship, but they do have that issue. Clarify this for the collective. The Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So we got the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting another example, okay? So this is like marrying someone for love. And you're like, we're in love, we're going to get married, everything's going to work out. And then it doesn't. Or something happens. Or there's a commitment issue, whatever it is. And then you deciding, well, maybe I should have married for stability instead. Or maybe I should have married as a business thing. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, and it could be vice versa, where you married for money. And then you're like, well, maybe I should have married for love. That there's this feeling of you want the opposite of what you have. You want something different than what you have. And you feel spiritually inclined. Like you're having all these thoughts. That's this High Priestess energy is really heavy right now. This is the energy that you are in right now, collective. You are in spiritual thought about, I want to say everything, your life, who you interact with, your family, your creativity, your work, your projects. You're really looking at everything. And you're picking up on some new knowledge about your own life, okay? I do see a lot of self-care, self-love. For some of you guys, you could be having an intimate conversation with someone about your feelings. You guys could be talking out your feelings. My nose just got really stuffy, so this could be a very emotional conversation that I'm hearing is years in the making. You and this person could be really hashing things out, talking about how you feel, asking questions that you've wanted to ask for a really long time. And this has got you in your head a little bit because something that someone has said has changed the way you view something, okay? It's changed something for you. Clarify this for the collective. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Wow. The Hangman. It's totally turned your world upside down, okay? And it's having you rethink some things. Because there's this, I don't know, there's just this strong desire that you can't shake off for something, for someone. The Ace of Wands wanted to come out. And it stems from your emotions. We started with passion, but that Queen of Cups did come out. Your energy is being pulled in a certain direction right now. And you don't understand why, but you're trying to figure it out. For some of you guys, you felt very alone in a situation where people turned their backs on you, and you ended up being right in the end about everything, but that even didn't leave you satisfied because you still feel that hurt of people not either believing in you or believing what you said. That won't be for all of you, but there's just something that has enlightened a lot of you guys. Whether it's someone's commitment issues, your desires, it's very enlightening period right now. You're learning a lot of stuff. Okay? I feel like I'm getting called to a certain deck, the Knight of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys could be feeling a little stuck, the Seven of Cups. Yeah, and you're in some kind of, I'm hearing fantasy land. Let's get a few more. Yep, that was a few. Queen of Swords, Taurus. Page of Cups in reverse, Leo. Yes. Ooh, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're learning some kind of truths right now, collective. If you're dealing with someone that has commitment issues, this person could have a lot of pride, but I feel like you do too. Look, we got prideful and stubborn. Both of you guys are prideful and stubborn about a few things, but you're trying to come to an agreement. Because I feel like your mind is telling you to cut someone off, but your heart still wants to work on something because you do see a potential. I get a specific message for the collective. Thank you so much. We got the spider. Trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Okay, so for some of you guys, you're being pushed to, if you're a creative person, to put this desire into some kind of painting or song or book or whatever. You're supposed to be channeling this sexual energy into something creative or into something, I'm hearing visual. You could be seeing a lot of spiders. We also got the tortoise. You're too fragmented, so do whatever it takes to get grounded. Let's get one more. Yeah, I feel you guys really in that headspace. That Seven of Cups, a lot of fantasy. Maybe some of you guys aren't communicating how you feel at all, and you feel like you do need to have a conversation with someone. We also got Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. So this could be calling for you guys to, I feel like there's a conversation or something that you need to express to someone, whether you do feel like you can't trust them or you have, I don't know, something that you need to communicate. I'm hearing to write it down first, get your thoughts out first, really figure out what you want to say, because either you have a lot to say or there's a lot left unsaid. It's kind of all over the place. I'm hearing that there is a creative reason that some of you guys are seeing certain images in your head. But you might have to be the one to communicate something first. And that shy energy where you're like, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to communicate my feelings. Maybe writing a letter and not sending it to that person or just burning it when you're done safely. Okay, don't burn your house down. I'm just seeing someone, for example, writing a message and you have so much that you want to say to this person, but it's like this too fragmented, get grounded. It's so much that it's not organized. I'm not saying that it can come across confusing or confuse whoever you're trying to communicate with, but it's almost like all this desire and this want and these things that you want to say, and it comes out like word vomit. Okay, so there's a need to really organize your thoughts, and there definitely feels like a reason that you're being shown these images, these fantasies, especially if you guys are being shown things about someone that you've cut off. There could be someone that you blocked or that you don't even talk to anymore, and you could be feeling their energy very heavily for some reason. You could be seeing some of these animals recently, or you could look up the spiritual meaning of those animals, but we're going to get into some advice. See what else you guys need to know. Clarify this for the collective. What else do they need to know? Any advice and messages for the collective? Any messages for the collective? Thank you so much. Some of you guys want to impulsively drive somewhere or drive to someone or say something to someone. Some of you guys want to drunk text someone at 2 a.m. Okay. Do you guys not see what I'm seeing here? This card is about restraint. Do you see this lion with a bunch of sheep and he's like, damn, I'm really trying not to eat any of these sheep. I'm really, using a lot of restraint here. This fluid energy, this dreamlike energy, this daydream, this desire where you're like, okay, I can't indulge. I can't indulge. And then these two faces, these mirror, you could be mirroring someone right now, but it's like, this isn't even in the camera. Sorry, guys. It's, wow. Wow. Someone is holding back a huge flame for someone in particular. I feel that very heavily. It's like in reality, you're this lion. You hold yourself back from biting on one of those lambs, even though you're a lion. But when you're in this motion of daydream or fantasy or whatever, you enact that eating of the lamb, that hunting, that primal need, that primal need to survive. For some of you guys, your primal instincts are showing you who you want. This is so crazy. Is this not exactly what this reading is? Okay, this could even be if you're dealing with someone with commitment issues, they're trying so hard to restrain themselves. Okay? And maybe you don't understand that because you're a very loyal person and you're like, why is it so hard for you to not, you know what I mean? emotionally or physically attached to someone else, but it's like there's a lot of restraint here for some kind of desire. I feel like for some of you guys, when you lay in bed or you're listening to music or you're in a place of past the conscious but not yet subconscious, somewhere in the middle, you know, when you're just floaty, you float to someone or to something that you truly desire, that you truly want. Wow, this is crazy. I can't believe we got restraint, like, while we're talking about desires. I'm sorry, guys. Just stuff like that is just crazy when you do tarot. Really, you guys, whew, for some of you guys, you really are holding yourself back from just, I'm hearing tearing something up. For some of you guys, you desire someone so badly that you feel like if you saw them, you would just like pounce on them like a lion. There's a very hungry energy here. I'm hearing very primal. Clarify this energy for the collective. The ocean. So the ocean could be significant. You can live near the ocean, or this person could be someone that you think about when you're in front of bodies of water. Water is very spiritual. We are made of water. I recently heard someone say that, because I talked about two fire energies, but I recently heard someone say that, I can't remember it exactly, guys. I might butcher it, sorry. But it was basically saying that since our bodies are made of water, that we actually crave the calmness of water in a relationship as opposed to like this fiery, passionate, you know what I mean, energy. So for some of you guys, there's an emotional connection to something or someone that you cannot shake. And it's been very strong right now. It could be because the eclipse is approaching and the retrograde and the moon and the whatever, okay? All that spacey stuff. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're reaching into your heart, into like a spiritual landscape inside of yourself, and the visions that you have there make you feel like that you want to run towards something or that you could change your life for something. I'm definitely getting moon energy too because the ocean pulls the tide. Something about waves. You could be getting waves of emotion right now. For some of you guys, when you're in the shower, you could have thoughts about particular dreams or desires that you have. Water is very important. I'm hearing cleansing. Some of you guys could be water signs, but there is a huge emotional connection that you have to something. And what's funny is this emotional connection is awakening your primal desire for something. There's something emotional that is awakening a primal desire. It's making me think how people get attracted to each other from like pheromones and stuff like that. That like love is kind of more scientific than we think. Or like how when you sleep with someone, the fluid exchange has chemicals in it that bond you guys together. There's something very scientific about whatever emotions or love that you're feeling. This is wild. Crazy. Clarify this for the collective. Someone could have green eyes. The Knight of Ariel. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. Yeah, that detailed plan, I felt that. Write down what you guys want. That's very important. Or writing a letter to someone of the things that you can't say to them. Maybe you're in a dynamic where you want to talk to someone, but you can't because of whatever reason. Write a letter. You know, there's something about writing down your intentions right now that is very important. You could write down a list of your desires 2 years from now, look back on it and be like, holy crap, I got all of that list. You know, like a vision board type of energy. Some of you guys are very funny. You have a light energy about you when it comes to others, but in your deepest moments, I don't know, there's this deep emotional feeling, but there also is this darkness in some of you guys. Some of you guys appear very shy on the outside, but if someone were to look into your deepest desires, I think they would be shocked with how dark they are. Dark and like, I don't know. I'm just seeing a lot of stuff, guys. For some of you guys, there's someone who has a very rough exterior on the outside, but you soften them up by being very supportive and kind to this person. But overall, the energy that I'm seeing is that your desires are leading you to someone or something. So there's a need for you to ride the wave and let it change you. And that is your reading for today, guys. And I'll be back soon with another message. Toodaloo.